Tell me something about yourself. It's an easy question. It's open-ended, and you think that I can talk about whatever. If you have the same understanding, then it's wrong. This question helps the interviewer to know if you are a right candidate for this job and about your attitude. Hey everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, we are going to talk about how to craft your own version of the answer to the question, introduce yourself or tell me something about yourself. This question also comes in some other forms, that is, tell me about yourself, introduce yourself, or tell me something about yourself, or tell us about your background. Most of the people think that this is open-ended question and you can talk about whatever you want. If you have the same understanding, then it's wrong. You will have to craft your answers strategically. By the end of this video, you'll be able to understand why this question is asked, the best recommended method of answering to this question, some do's and don'ts, and at the end of this video, you'll get some examples which you can customize as per your requirement. So don't forget to watch the video till the end, and if you are new to the channel, please hit on the subscription and bell icon. And if you have further queries, please feel free to comment in the comment section. So let's get started with this video. Let's understand why this question is asked in the interview. Number one, it is the starting point of the conversation. It is a great starting point for the interviewer, and the point which will be saying in the introduction, with the points which will be mentioning in the introduction, which will help the interviewer to craft next question for you. So you'll have to try to avoid the costly mistakes when you're introducing yourself. Point number two is to know about your attitude. If you're well prepared when you're introducing yourself to the interviewer, it will talk about your attitude. And point number three, to know whether you are a right fit to this job or not. If you are answering well to this question, then the interviewer will come to know that you are the right fit to this job considering your skills, your knowledge, your experience. This question also gives you an opportunity to communicate clearly, effectively, and present yourself professionally. So there are some key points which you'll have to remember when you're crafting your answer to this question. Number one, choose the right starting point to your story. When you're introducing to someone, it means that you'll have to give a brief outline, a brief story of your professional career or professional life. So you'll have to remember, you'll have to start with the point from where you started your career till the current position. If you're a fresher, you can mention that I have graduated with XYZ degree in this domain and currently looking for the said profile. And if you're a working professional, then you can mention about your educational details and give a short story of your previous experience. Point number two, highlight impressive experience and accomplishments. When you tell your career story, make sure that you are highlighting impressive experience and accomplishments. While crafting your answer for this question, you will have to take the help of the job description. Like, let's say for example, if in the job description, if it is written that the employer is looking for the leadership skills in the candidate, and if you're a fresher candidate, you can correlate with some activity which you have done in your college. Like, let's say for example, you have handled the annual event of the college and have handled a team of volunteers. Or if you're a working professional, you can also mention that how you could effectively lead a team of the people in your previous organization. If about the technical skills, if it is mentioned in the job description, then you can also mention how you have enhanced your technical skills, maybe by attending and completing certain modules or by developing certain projects. Point number three is conclude by explaining your current position, your current situation. To conclude your introduction, you can mention about the skills which you have and how those skills can help the current job to perform and to bring the result to the company. Couple of things to remember. Point number one, keep your introduction professional or work related. People have habit of mentioning about their personal or family background. When employer ask you the question, tell me something about yourself, so they are more keen to hear or to know about your work related life or about your professional life. So try to avoid giving a lot of personal information. Point number 2, be concise when you are answering. You will have to give a brief idea or an outline or a walkthrough of your professional life in couple of minutes. It is advised to keep your introduction to 90 seconds or maximum 2 minutes, not more than that, or it may happen that you will miss on some important points or some important professional achievements. So try to restrict your introduction to a couple of minutes, not more than that, because no one is interested to listen to whole story. So here are some key takeaways for you. Point number 1, structure your answer in a way that makes sense. You will have to divide your answer into past, present and future. When you're talking about past, where you have completed your education or where you used to work, what is your current role or what is your current responsibilities, and when you're talking about future, how you can bring result to the company, that you'll have to try to correlate. Point number 2, keep it relevant and brief. As I mentioned before, you'll have to restrict your answer to 2 minutes, not more than that, because no one is interested to listen to your whole story. And try to have the skills in your introduction which are given in the job description. Point number 3 is mention your top achievements and work related experience. If you mention them, that will help you to increase the possibilities of getting hired. Along with these key takeaways, you'll also have to remember that this is an opportunity to demonstrate certain skills. Point number 1 is your confidence. It may happen that you may commit certain mistakes when you are introducing yourself, but make sure that whatever you are trying to communicate, that has to be with the confidence. Point number 2 is an excitement. It should also be shown from your communication, from your interaction, from your expression that you are excited to introduce yourself to the members of the panel who are taking your interview or to the interviewer. Point number 3 is your facial expressions. You will have to have a little smile on your face and try to maintain eye contact with the interviewer when you are introducing yourself. Point number 4 is a progression. As I mentioned before, you will have to outline a story, you will have to craft a story, so you should know from where to start and where to end. And point number 5, try to remember that it is a conversation, so make sure that you are communicating to the panel of the members or the interviewers when you are introducing yourself. So here are some examples which I am going to share with you, which will have a complete introduction which you can customize as per your requirement and use them. If you are a fresher or with no experience, then this example is for you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. I am XYZ. I graduated with the degree in BBA. I chose this field of study because I have always been interested in international business and international trade, and a couple of family members told me it leads to a great career option. One of my key accomplishments during my academic career was presenting a research paper with one of my teachers. This led to gain a lot of insights which also helped me during my internship that I just wrapped up. So I'm actively looking for a full-time option now. Next example is for an experienced candidate you can use with customization. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. I'm XYZ. I graduated with a commerce degree in 2015 and was offered an account manager position from a construction company. I loved working with customer and managing and growing my accounts, but the company we were in just wasn't very appealing to me. After that, I stayed a full year and learned a ton about how to build and manage accounts successfully, and I ended up becoming a top performer in my group before I leave. I left at the first year mark to pursue a very similar position within an industry, and I'm much more excited about the healthcare. I have been at this healthcare startup space for 2 years with this company, and I feel ready to take my career to the next level. So that's why I'm currently looking for a new opportunity. I'm sure you must have found this video informative and useful. If so, then please hit on the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. The next video is based on how to answer for what are your strengths. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Sandeep signing off. Thank you for your time.